Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss about the event loop. This is very important interview question. In almost every interviewer will ask you about the event loop, what is this and how does it work. So today we are going to discuss about this only. Okay. So, to understand the event loop, first we need to understand that JavaScript is a single-threaded language. Okay, we know that JavaScript is a single-threaded language. What is mean by single-threaded language? It means it executes one piece of code at a time. Okay, at a time it can execute only one piece of code running on the single main thread. Okay. So for example, suppose consider you are having a very huge amount of data and you want to fetch that data from the server. Or let's say you are having some operation which is taking lots of time. So if JavaScript is single-threaded language, so in that case, it will block our UI. It will freeze our UI browser, right? Because that data will take time, right? So in this case, event loop comes into the picture. So what basically it does, it allows JavaScript to perform non-blocking asynchronous operations. What actually event loop does, let me write it. It let me write it. Event loop allows JavaScript to perform non-blocking operations. Okay, so this is the main definition of event loop. You can say we will understand this in detail. So let's see. First, we will understand the architecture of JS execution. Okay, architecture of JS execution, how it happens. Okay, so there are four pillars as it is already suggested here. There are four pillars. The first one is call stack. The second one is web API. And third one is callback queue. And the fourth one is event loop. Okay. So these are the main four pieces by which our JS code execution will happen. So what each block does, we will understand this. So first one is call stack. So basically call stack is used to execute our JS code one by one. Okay. So call stack, what does this do? It executes our code actually. Then and once call stack will finish the execution, so immediately it dropped out that code from the call stack. We will understand this by using one of the like image, but let's go through one by one all of this, then we will go through the image. Okay, so what basically it does, execute the code. Okay, and now web API. So web API is nothing but the feature provided by the browser. Okay. So for example, what comes in the web APIs? You have heard about the set timeout. Okay. Set interval and any DOM events. Okay. So these are basically the, let's say, etc. So these are basically the web API. Right now, callback queue. So basically callback queue, what it does, it keeps all the callbacks it with it, right? Okay. So let me write this. It keeps all the callback callbacks. Just write callbacks. Okay. Now event loop come to the picture. So what event loop do? Event loop continuously check to the call stack queue and the callback queue. Why? It check that whether our call stack is empty, and if it is empty, that it check for the callback queue. Is there any statement we need to execute? So yes, if there is any statement we need to execute, so in that case that statement will go to the move to the call stack, and then that code has been executed, right? So event loop basically continuously check. You can say continuously check the call stack and callback queue. Okay. So these are the four pillars. Now let's go to the our image. You will understand it clearly how actually these four pillars work. Okay. So here you can see one image. Okay. So here let's say this is your call stack, and this is your web API, this is your callback queue, and this is your event loop. Okay. So suppose let me write one example here. Let me write one example. Suppose you are having one console.log. Let's say start. If it is giving suggestion, we can, why not we can use this. Okay. Now let's say set time out. Okay. Inside set timeout, so we are having it's a set its time out. Okay. Now we are having the another console.log, and let's say it's end. Fine. So this is our code. So let's understand this one by one, how JS code will execute. Okay. So first it is checking this console.log start. So as this is the synchronous code, so it will, what it will do, it will go to the call stack. Okay, the first console.log will come here in the call stack, and that code will get executed here. That code will get executed immediately, and once that is executed, it will drop out from this call stack. Okay, now it will check this code set timeout. So as this set timeout is the web API, okay, it is the web API, hence call stack will not immediately execute it. What it does, it will just drop out from the call stack and it will move to the web API. And web API will, let's say we are having some time here, let's say 1000 millisecond. Okay. So it will move to the web API, and in web API it will wait for 1000 millisecond time. Okay. So this code will move to the web API. Meanwhile, our next statement console.log and will move to the call stack queue. Okay, because what actually it is happening, like if this code is moved to the web API, so immediately it will check for the next statement. So next statement will go to the call stack. Okay, and as soon as this timer has been finished, 1000 timer has been finished, so this is the callback. Okay, this is the callback, so it will move to the callback queue. This will move to the callback queue because callback queue keeps the record of all callbacks. So basically this will move to the callback queue. Okay, now so as this code was there in the call stack, so it will get executed and immediately it will dropped out from the here. Correct. Now event loop come to the picture. So what event loop will do, as we have discussed, it is continuously checking the call stack and callback queue. So now as our third statement is executed and dropped out from the call stack, so Now our call stack is empty. So event loop found that, oh, our call stack is empty. Okay, let me check the callback queue. So it will check the callback queue, and if there is any callback queue, so yes, there is one callback queue. This is console log timeout. This is there in the callback queue. So what it does, it will move that console log from the callback queue to call stack. Okay, and immediately then our call stack will get executed and again dropped it out. So basically what should be our output here? Our output should be, first we executed this start, then now it moved to the web API, it hold for the 1000 millisecond. So after that immediately our last statement has been executed. So what is the second statement? It's and at last once it will move to the callback queue and event loop checks call stack is empty. So immediately it move to the call stack from the callback queue and now the timeout has been executed. Okay. So our final output is this start and end timeout. So let's see if our code is correct or not. Okay, we'll see. We'll run this node script.js. Okay, so you can see, and also you might have observed that this timeout come here after 1000 millisecond. There was some gap. First it printed the start and end, then after some time it printed the timeout. Why? It is because of this timer. Okay, so I hope till here it is clear. Now we will move to the another concept. So in this part, if you have any doubt, so you can comment it down. We will discuss that in next video. Okay. So this is regarding the event loop and all four pillars.